Hey everyone, I'm gonna be smoking my e-cig today as I talk to you and drinking a soda. But anyway, today's story is gonna be about bosses and how I feel about people who being bosses are assholes. Well, I used to work up at a place called URS. It's for people in wheelchairs that can't physically have a job or mentally. I'm basically, if you can understand what I mean by that, it's like I'm in a power chair, so basically I couldn't get a normal job. So anyway, to keep the long story short, I had a boss there that worked every day, all day, drive me fucking nuts. And she'll sit there and she screamed at my the clients and sorts of things. And don't keep this in mind, people. The people there are not mentally challenged, and so they couldn't comprehend sometimes what she was saying, but instead of doing it nicely, she was very mean about it by yelling and screaming and stamping her fucking feet, which was driving me nuts. So then, like, she decided to do it to me one day. She thought she can be boss with me. And don't forget, yes, I'm in a power chair. Yes, I can't walk. Yes, I have a hard time comprehending things because of the CP. But however, I do have a mind, people. I do have a heart for people. I'm a heart of gold. And when she yelled at me one day, I just told her off and I told her to go fuck herself. And I told her, you don't need to be talking to these clients like you do because they're not comprehending what you're saying. They're challenged, you know what I mean? And with that being said, people saying, well, fuck this, fuck that. Well, people doesn't understand. And the head boss tried talking to her and getting nowhere with her. And that's because she didn't get told what to do. She got asked what to do. Okay? I'll give you another example. Right? I walk in there. Now, there's no smoking signs in the building, but you walk right in that fucking building, you can smell smoke. And that thing's fucking hilarious. It's stupid because reality, you're not supposed to smoke in a public building anymore. I thought um, that is public, if you ask me. And I think that place is so fucking ludicrous. It's so fucking stupid to be there. Because, I worked my ass off for those people. And my most check I got for them was $142 for 2 weeks. And the least I made out of that was like $2 for 2 weeks. Fuck that place, right? Fuck it. And then I decided about one day, the stress was getting to me because of the odds being a prick and a dick, and I didn't give a fuck what she thought of me or anybody, Unless the clients were there, I miss them a lot, but I couldn't handle the stress of it. I'd drive my dad nuts or my parents nuts, and just fucking rip. And then they smoke real cigarettes. I'm talking a long time ago, but still, it drive me nuts. And I told her, I said, you can't be doing what you're doing. And she goes, well, I don't agree with you. I said, well, I agree with you. I don't agree with you at all. And she goes, well, you're not the boss. And that pissed me off. And even though I wasn't the boss, it still pissed me off because, again, these people have a heart of gold. They did anything for you, but these clients could not comprehend. I mean, some can, but not always, you know what I mean? And it was so fucking stressful. I had an aide. I still had an aide with me, but I had an aide. And I went in there with me. She was like 60 years old, awesome person, very laid back person. But she goes, eventually they said, well, she can't be with you anymore. We want one of our own people to take care of you. And I thought, oh, fuck no. That ain't happening. So the next thing I know, we had a big meeting and I said, no, this is not gonna be this way. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you my 2 week notice starting today, and I'm gonna quit that job, and I haven't been back since. and I haven't had a job since, a real job since. I don't care to have a job if it's that stressful. It wasn't worth it because I didn't get paid squat and shit, and I didn't care anymore. I just didn't give a fuck. The people that I worked with the clients, like again, I miss them. I liked being with them. I liked helping them, but the staff down there were assholes, and I didn't give a shit. And I had one friend named Mike. They actually laid him off, and it pissed me off. You know, that was after I left, but you know, he was a really cool guy. I really, you know, got close to him in my book, but I haven't talked to him since I quit there. But anyways, you know, that's my story about bosses. And if you like a boss, if you're a boss, don't be a drag, don't be a dick, don't be a bitch, don't be a slut or anything like that. Just don't do that. That ain't cool. You know, this boss, the boss that I'm talking about, would put her feet up on a desk and fucking just do what she wanted to do, and that's what she did. Go back to your station. Go back to your station now. Fuck you. I said to myself. And one day I actually said that to her. I said, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. You don't pay me enough to sit there and listen to your mouth. Fuck off. And this is how it is. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there were some staff that were cool. You know, I can't mention anybody's names or anything like that, but I had some awesome staff, really cool people to work with, be around. You know, I was cool enough, but the pay was sucky. The pay was sucky, and I'm sorry for repeating that. But yes, that's how it is. You want a job, you want to get paid, and what if I got to go pregnant? Okay? Now, could I support my child or my girlfriend or anything or myself? No matter. Making what, $2 a week? For 2 weeks, sorry. But no, I couldn't. So I told him the head boss I was quitting, so I did. And that's my story about bosses. And that's how it's gonna be. You know, if you're a boss, say I was working for a contractor, okay? And my boss says, well, fuck you, you ain't gonna do that. I don't want the way you're doing it. Okay, he's a boss, right? He has the right to say that, yes. But do I get paid enough to get yelled at like that from working for a contractor? Yes, I am. Would I put up with it? Yes, because why? Answer your own question, because I'm getting paid for it. I'm getting paid halfway decent for what I do. Okay? Same thing with the music business, okay? I didn't work, but I was trying to get into a music group, right? And I put in a couple bands here and there, you know, at this house here. And did I get paid to do that? Did my guitarists get paid to do it? No. We did it the kindness of our hearts. I did it to kind of my heart to bring my guitarist in, you know, do what I want to do. He didn't want no money. I didn't want to pay him because I didn't have the money to pay him anyway. But did I let him do it? Did I let him have a drink? Did I offer him some food? Yes. That was my payment in my eye, in my mind. And that's what I thought. You know what I mean? You don't be a boss. If you want to be a boss, right? And you say, okay, you cannot do this because of this. That's different. You have a right to say that. You can say that, yes. But you can't sit there on your fucking feet and sit there and say to yourself, well, I want to scream at somebody because I'm depressed today. Well, you can't do that. It don't work. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work that way. And that's how your arrest was. And that's how it is still today. And I will not. I repeat, I will not never go back to that nigga place again. Ever. I don't like it. There was no bad people in there. But I just hate that place so much that I refuse to go back and do what I do. I had a friend who had some anger issues was in there about your arrest. And he was too afraid in my book to tell my boss off or his boss too. And I said, hey bud, don't be. I said, you got the muscle, you got the mind. I said, look at me and look at you. Yes, I'm in a power chair. Me. Right? I'm in a power chair. I can't walk. Like I said, I don't want to walk. In my previous video, I don't care to. And that's how it is, you know what I mean? If you want to take control of your own self and do what you need to do, that's different. Hold on 1 second here. But I mean, seriously, people, if you want your boss to be nice to you, give him respect. But if your boss is not nice to you, then don't give him or her respect at all. Don't even let her in. Don't be close to her. No. Here's a different story for you. I work for a guy, but this guy I know him from all my life. He's my guy. He's like my second dad. If anything happens to him, I don't know what the hell I would do. But I work for him. Does he yell at me? No. But does he get his point across? That's all it takes. He tells me, do this, do that. He doesn't sit there and yell at me like I was just talking about before. It does not work that way, people, and it won't work that way. It just won't work with me anyway. I don't have no kids. I got no girlfriend. I don't got nothing to worry about. I have what I have because of my parents. I thank God every day for that shit. Like I said, as you see behind me, I got my own house. I got my own pellet stove. That's because of my parents. They did it out of love. I work and I clean my own house and I cut my grass and yes, but that's my chores. But I didn't say, okay, son, you gotta do them now. That was my choice. That was my decision I wanted to do. And I said, Dad, that's what I want to do. This is my payment for you for what you did in my house. Because this used to be a garage. Understand? This used to be a 2-car garage. And that's how it's going to be. You know what I mean? And that's our story. And before I close this out, I will be making another channel of me doing drum shows and drum songs. So definitely check that out. That'll be out in May or June, something like that. Have a great day.